Morning Internet. We have now, as you have seen, the dots there is where we got in Namibia, and now we've crossed the border into South Africa. And this morning we're in the town of Upington. The importance of Upington is that it has a big river run through it called the Oranje River. And this is what we're going to explore a little bit today and in the next 3 episodes. The life around the Oranje River. Now, the significance of driving over this bridge will be known to everybody that grows up in around Upington. This river brings life. Now we're driving on the island in Upington, which is inside the river. And this used to be the longest palm avenue in the southern hemisphere. It is no longer. On the left is the famous rugby field where we used to practice rugby. Some monkeys here. Hello. They very cute, but they can ruin pretty much everything that they touch. Of course, they've got no value for anything except to eat it. And at the end of this was the island holiday resort, which became very dilapidated in recent years, but apparently now has been taken over by new private management. More monkeys here. And yeah, if you grew up in the 70s here, which I did. I spent my last 7 years of school here in Upington. And here on the edge of the island in the 70s was the famous roadhouse. And this is what is left of it. This used to be the place where everybody came to eat on a Sunday, or whenever we hang out at night. Yeah, this is Upington, the river that brings life through the Kalahari. Let's explore. We're in Upington now, and we're going to first find a tire place, because we had a mysterious puncture yesterday. The tire went flat, but then after pumping it, it went flat while we were driving, and after we pumped it, it didn't go flat again. It just kept the pressure. So before we take on the long road, I want to just have it checked out. So yeah, we're now looking for a tire place so that we can quickly get them to take off the tire and have a look inside if there's no damage. In the meantime, we're now driving down the main road here, which is the extension of Schroeder Street. And we'll tell you in a minute who Thomas Schroeder was. And we're now passing the old provincial hospital, which I don't know what it is nowadays. On the right hand side we have Oranje. And then shortly we're going to have the police station on the left. Yeah, so now we're coming up for the famous Dijkweg. The train bridges on top. And during the flooding, then this place is underwater. Always about the first place to go underwater. go through the town first. My old high school. Where I spent 5 years of my life, and then on that side, the cars past, is my old primary school. Ivan is busy fixing the tire now, so we can see what's going on inside of it. Looks so easy if you have the right tools.
It's got all there.
Okay, can we plug it?
Yes, I will plug it.
Okay. Yeah, this is a high school hostel where we used to live right throughout high school, and 2 years of my primary school I lived in this hostel here, which is it can tell a lot of stories, sure. And then in front is the school itself. Now this is Upington. We're now moving up towards the museum area. Have a look quickly, maybe we can catch a bit of the history of Upington. But if I remember correctly, Upington was formed in 1870. As a mission by Oranje, and then they combined it. It was then known as Drift, and the reason for that was the amount of olijfhout boom or trees that used to be in this area that came down the river. Now it was eventually renamed Upington after Sir Washington, who was the Prime Minister of the Cape at that stage. Now that was long ago, and Upington has since grown, mainly for two reasons: the Karakul era, as well as the grapes and the wine. And it started off obviously in those years with Lucerne and things. But mainly Upington is successful due to the Karakul era that put it on the map, and also the wine industry, which is great. We're going to have a look if the museum is open, and we'll talk to you. So the museum start off with a tribute to the donkey, which for all the hard work the donkey has done yeah, it was difficult times when Upington started in 1875. And the museum here on the bank of the Oranje River is known as the Oranje Museum or Oranje Museum. And this is the original buildings that was built by Eerwaarde Schreder. This is the old church here. And yeah, this is still the original church with obviously some added stuff. And this side is some of the old tools that they used to use. There's supposed to be a museum here somewhere, but everything seems to be closed. And we can't get into it. Here's some of the tools they used to use, hand-driven or ox-driven stuff. I think this is part of the old mission, and there's some old stuff inside here if I look through the window. It all seems to be closed. Let's find out here what's happening here. Going on here. This was the first soda machine ever used in Upington. And it'll reach here. And here is the plate to memorize Eerwaarde Schreder. Here we're now in the museum itself. Some of the implements that we used in those days. It was hard days. It's called the blaasbalk. I don't know what it's called in English. Used to stoke the fire to make it hot so that you can bring all the irons to the temperature. I don't even know what these are used for. Probably this looks like it's used to take the maize or the mealies of the thing. Nobody here that I can see. So yeah, still some of the stuff. This was a machine to wash butter. Once it's been separated from the cream, turned into butter. And this is some samples of what life used to be for the Bushmen in the late 19th century. Not sure they're very accurate, but yeah, this is what they think it used to be like. Something interesting here, we find some gum in the trees, boomgum. We used to eat this as children. Oh, don't destroy it, Marina.
I feel like it's wet.
And this used to be the old bakoven. They used to bake and braai. But this was the one they used for baking. Then they make the fire inside. And then the bread comes in there. And then it's closed. And yeah, Marina's going to try the gum. What does it take like?
Like when I was young.
On this side here at the back we've got some of the old machinery. Not very well looked after, but let's see what we can see here. An old wagon. Typically ox wagon or a wagon they used to transfer stuff with. The wooden wheels. There's an old broken wheel here. And on this side is four-wheel, what they call the Scotch car, I think. And unfortunately it's broken, not looked after. And yeah, used to be pulled behind horses or donkeys. Over here is a better version of a wagon, also ox wagon without the sail, but this is what the framework looks like. And over here is a Dodge machine. They used to take the grain out of the thing. So very manual driven. The grain was cut by hand, put into together, and then they were dried, and once dried, put on the Dodge machine, where it was, the individual grain was separated from the mother plant. And here we've got Caesar's race cars, or then it looks in red, it might be the one that was used by Michael Schumacher in the movie. Well, and here we got some quiver trees on the edge of the Oranje River, and yeah, they're a couple of years old. And then right here we are at the river, and the other side is the famous Eiland. So this is Suid-Afrika, and this place used to be a hive of activity, but I know there's been some interaction with the municipality, and they wanted to put him out of here. So we'll find out now if they're still cruising. There's somebody working here. Maybe they're still cruising, maybe they're not. Hallo? Werk die Arge nog? Nou waar kan 'n mens boek? Ry hy vanaand? Waar kan ek boek? 5:30. So yeah, we have to come back here at 5:30 for 5 o'clock to go on Suid-Afrika. See if we can do that. That'll be great. Now, as I said, you know, Upington, most of the success of Upington has been built around the wine industry. And it used to be known as the Oranje rivier wijnkelders, or Orange River wine cellars. I think they've been renamed, but yeah, you can't visit Upington if you don't go for a wine tasting.
So met die kerkmis veel meer erkenning aan alle wyne wat nou nie baie raak soos in die feite wat nou daar staan dat iemand nou dink dit sal 'n goeie wyn wees. Dis maar eers
Renee takes charge of us, and she's going to show us all the stuff, and I decide to taste all the red wines, and Marina decides to taste all the white wines. And of course we're married, so we just share. But Renee did an excellent job explaining every single wine to us, and then it was time to taste one by one and make the remarks, as if we know what was going on. Goes to my head, makes me forget that still need to see red wine. It's a up to you. Then it was time for the white wine, and again Renee had all the patience of letting us, telling us about every single wine, and then let us taste all the wine. By this time, after all the red wine, we were experts. Eventually, it's time to say goodbye to Renee. Pack up all the boxes of wine we've bought and visit some family and friends for the rest of the evening. Well deserved time with friends and old classmates. We used to have a bicycle with a small wheel in the front, a delivery bicycle. And when I was a kid, I would get dumped in the delivery basket. And this is a church here. Out Chesbrugge, where my uncle used to live, and as a small kid I used to come and visit them here. And today we are on our way to Bazalel, just outside of Upington, which is a new winery, and they will be joined by some old friends you've met before. Now we've already tasted the wine, and now we here on a farm where the wine is grown, and we're going to live here for the night. Now, grapes have been, right from the start, grapes have been part of the Upington industry. But in the old days, mostly were used for raisins. And yeah, we'll talk a little bit later when we visit the next place about the raisins. But eventually, yeah, the wine industry got established here, and it is now big business, as you have seen. Bazalel is a new winery here, and we're going to stay at Bazalel for the time being. And yeah, we're going to be joined by Alex and Karin, who you've seen in somewhere in an earlier episode at Henty's Bar in Kamenjap, and we will just be enjoying the day here at Bazalel.
Hello.
Oh, what's your name?
Amina.
Amina, ons kyk sommer wat bied Bazalel vir ons hierso. We're going to sleep over here, we're going to do some wine tasting, and let's see what's outside. Menu of the day, wood-fired pizza, and outside here, yeah, big dog, big party over there, and over here, our own party's starting to happen. So joining us today is Brutus with a lemon. And today we're back in the old team with Marina, Karin, and Alex. Smile. So of course included in the stay, in the price of the stay, is another wine tasting. So yeah, we're not going to let us stay behind.
Dis die grootste dryfsoort wat ons hier verbou en dis hoekom ons hom gedoop het as die kwikkerbak.
Ryk baie.
Jy het 'n spokbakkie nodig.
Nee, wie spog?
Nee,
Ons gaan niks spog nie, ons gaan net insluk. Ons
net die kerkmense.
Dit is al hierdie is op
Jy het nou
YouTube.
net gesê. Ek weet nie nou.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
sal regeer, maar jy moet nou vertel hoekom.
Want wyn het 'n lae persentasie alkohol. So wat jy doen is, jy roer hom, hy irriteer die alkohol wat dan alkoholdampe vrylaat. Maar in die geval in wyne, kyk, ons praat nou nie van 'n gefortifiseer of 'n dessert wine nie.
Ja.
Ons praat van jou gewone wit, rooi, semi-soet, whatever. So nou wat hy doen is hy irriteer hom en lig hy alkoholdampe. So jou gewone as jy kyk na alcohol content in hom, as hy so die laaste wat 'n witwyntjie gaan nou so 9%, so tussen 9 en 18% per volume, dan is dit noodsaaklik om hom te roer. Want hy laat die alkoholdampe vry, en alkohol is nie hoog genoeg om die geur te oorheers, jy dit bring hom uit terwyl hy daai dampe vrylaat. Meer kan ek nou so 'n bietjie
laat met jou drink.
Ja. Of net alleenlik vergeet. Wanneer kan hom so 'n bietjie laat los en dan net weer probeer. Hy gaan ryk soos twee verskillende wyne. Of byvoorbeeld mevrou kan skit en meneer kan hom ongeskit hou. Gaan soos twee verskillende
Ek
wyne.
gaan nie dat sy myne probeer want sy sluk die groot slukke.
Now we're getting to the pot still brandy, and joined us is Mr. Davi.
Ek bring altyd
Davi
iets
is
by, jy probeer of iets lekker doen.
having a birthday today. Yeah, Davi, happy birthday.
Hy wil nou
Welcome. Thank you for joining us again for another Kaboes episode. So we're going to end this video here. If you liked it, give us a big thumbs up. And please subscribe. It's free and we really need your subscription. And then we will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.